Hello and welcome to the month of love, Recipe for Love Yoga. Wouldn't you like to find out how loving a relationship with yourself, can help everything outside of yourself? Career, family, money. Repeat after me. Ready? I love me. I love me. I love me. That is the first lesson in this class, of the first ingredient for the recipe for love. The second ingredient is the sound of Om. Now, we learned a new yoga, facial yoga. Facial yoga opens up and is like a mini facelift, that if you learn particular moves in this facial yoga, you will basically give yourself a facelift. Are you ready for it? We're going to work it into our class today, and that's the second ingredient, the sound of Om, Ah. We're going to sound it out, really resonate it out through our body in the deep tone. Are you ready? Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathe in deep. That was good. 2 more times we're going to do it in a give Qigong opening. I know this is yoga, but we're going to still do some Qigong. Come on. All right. I'm excited. I hope you are. What? I'm all hooked up. Thank you for letting me know. I'm real excited right now because we work the recipe of love into our yoga class, knowing that the recipe of love for ourselves is that important. We're going to do pranayama breath. The 2 more ohms with the Qigong movement. You can sit down if you want to, or stand up. We stand up with our legs about 1 foot apart. We have our hands lifting towards the sky. Bring that smile to the face, because what happens when we smile in our face? We feel happy. When we feel happy, we give ourselves a facelift every time, and it feels good. Breathing in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth, Om, 2 more times. In, exaggerate the mouth like we did before. In, out with the mouth. Om. Inhale. Om. Hold the hands, bring them up. Inhale. Rotate the hands as they reach above the head, and then slowly bring them down. Om. Like we're giving ourselves that special love, that special ingredient in our recipe for love. Breathe in up. Rotate the hands towards the back. Om. Notice we're bending the knees a little bit on the outward breath when we come down. 1 more time. Inhale up. Rotate the hands out. Om. Bring the hands together in an Anjali mudra. This is a spiritual hand gesture we call in yoga. Bow the head. In honor of the body, we say namaste is a greeting, namaste is a goodbye, which means I honor the peace in you as well as the peace in myself. Namaste. We do sunrise yoga out here in the elements because we feel electric when the wind comes across our body. The earth is grounding through our feet. We feel the ocean sound, hear the ocean sound behind us, and we close our eyes and we are in a bliss state. You cannot get it indoors, so that's why we encourage that you go out in nature and become one with nature. The first letter in the recipe of love, of course, is love. Laughter. Laughter is so essential to feeling happy in the body. We want to laugh. A good laugh to do is ha, 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 ho, 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 he, he, he. When we do this, hold our hand on our heart, our hand over our abdominals. Feel the ha, 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 ho, 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 he, he, he. In this movement, we're going to do a back bend, forward bend, coming down just halfway. Back bend slightly back, and then forward bend, ha, ha, ho, ho, he, he. When we do a forward and the back bend, we're squeezing in our thighs. Our feet are that foot length apart. All 10 toes are facing forward to correct alignment in the spine. If the toes are facing outward, then we want to bring them in, out, in, straight ahead. Now that might feel a little bit different, but when we get used to doing a pose in yoga, we create alignment in the body and we feel great. Hands over heart, hand over abdominal from the side. Breathe in, come back, and we're going to breathe out, ha ha ho ho he he. Inhale up, squeezing the abdominal, squeezing the thighs in. Lift the chin towards the sky. Inhale, exhale. Oh, that feels good. Inhale up nice and slow. Feeling the love inside the body. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Slowly come up. Now, sometimes we don't feel like laughing, and sometimes we cough it out. That's good. We're getting rid of all this phlegmy stuff up there, all this chest congestion, if we do have it, right? So, let's get it out. Breathe in, out. Inhale up, squeeze the thighs in. Really feel it in your body. Get used to that wonderful feeling. 5 more times. Inhale up. Notice how the body is feeling now. Recognize, be aware of how the body is feeling. A little bit let go feeling. We're letting go of stress, of anxiety in the body. Yeah, it feels good, great. Breathe in up. Lift the chin, open up the throat chakra, that energy wheel. Breathe out. Inhale up through the nose. Lift the chin. Slow inhale through the nose. When we breathe in, we breathe up. When we breathe out, we breathe down. Out. Slowly come up, squeezing in the thighs, separating the feet to support the body on the inhale and to support the lower back so we don't get that cranky lower back feeling. One more time. Breathe in up. Oh, slow inhale, come up. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out that cleansing breath. Oh, boy, that was good. The next ingredient is in the letter O is oxygen. This is essential to the body. Oxygen in the body creates a calm. It creates a patience. When we learn yogic breath, when we first learn yogic breath, we get a little bit dizzy. So we're going to tell you a little trick right now. A tritaka is a gazing point. A gazing point is either on the wall at home or down at the ground. When you gaze at something, you're concentrating and vibrating that energy on balancing the body. So if you get a little lightheaded, what that means in yoga is we're putting a lot of energy into the body and we want to Bring in that energy slowly, breathe in, and then come back to stabilized mind. So when we're breathing in a fire breath in this next facial swan yoga, then we're going to remember what we just said. Gaze down at the ground when we get dizzy, and breathe in, stop the pose. This is your yoga, not mine. Stop the pose and just go ahead and rebalance your body out. You can always come back to the video. Clasp the hands. The feet are 12 inches apart. Last 3 fingers are engaged. Pointy finger is up, and the thumbs are crossing over each other. This is a good hand mudra. Again, mudras are spiritual hand gestures. They make you feel really good. They hold good energy to the body. Hold the arms out. Extend the arms towards the right side of the body, so we're pressing it over our body. Now the chin comes towards the left side of the body, so we're twisting our neck. Slowly, if the body is stabilized, we look up with the chin facing towards the left. Keep the arms nice and straight. Breathe in and out. Now, fire breath is rapid concessions through the nose. Rapid concessions through the nose. Breathe in. Go. Inhale up. And slowly release the arms, come down, come back up. We feel a little lightheaded. Go ahead and balance the body out. Take a cleansing breath in and out. Now we're going to do the other side. Extend the arms out. The arms extended out, hyperextended, clasped together, are towards the left side, towards the shoulder. The chin is coming towards the right. Breathe up with the chin. Or if we get too lightheaded and you're finding your body that is doing that, look down at the ground and find a better focus. This is your yoga. Work with what your body is going to adjust to, okay? Breathe in. Look up or down. Breathe out. A small inhale. 13 rapid concessions out through the nose. Go. Inhale, and slowly release back down. Washing machine arms down by the side. Washing machine arms, let go of that tension that we just built and releases it, but we're strengthening our arms at the same time. We're strengthening our legs at the same time by engaging them and separating them, rooting them into the earth. Sort of, we're anchoring our body, we're anchoring our feet into the earth, into the floor, all 4 corners. And when we spread our legs apart, we engage the thighs. That's what we mean by strengthening thighs and keeping them strong. 2 more gestures with fire breath. Breathe in, clasp the hands up above the head, look down at the ground. They're up above the head as much as possible. Squeeze in the abdominal. Inhale, exhale. Small, rapid concessions out through the nose. Go. And slow inhale, and then release it back down again. Good, that was great. 1 more pose in that fire breath gesture. Remember, when we're smiling in fire breath, we're loosening up the jaw, swallow. We can even put the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth to loosen it up a little bit. It's quite good. Now remember what we told you about when we're looking up at the sky. Sometimes some people get vertigo and it's too much for them. You honor your body where it's at, look down. You don't have to look up. In this pose, we're looking up. The arms are clasped like they were before. They're coming down. Squeeze the thighs in to support the back. 12 inches of our feet apart, or a little bit closer or a little bit farther, however your body is balanced out. Honor that. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out. Bring a smile to the face. 13 rapid concessions through the nose. Go. And slowly come up. Oh, yeah. Hello. That felt great. Woo! Washing machine arms. Nice, everyone. Good. The V ingredient in the recipe for love is valiant. What does valiant mean to you? Courage. It means strength. When we strengthen our body, we strengthen our minds. When we strengthen our minds, we strengthen our spirit. Live Sunrise Beach Yoga is all about strengthening our mind, body, and spirit through the elements outdoors. Now, sometimes we'll have to go indoors depending on the weather, but we always come outdoors to be at one with nature. Take the left foot nice and wide. Right foot nice and wide. The toes can be pointing outwards because we're going to come from 5-pointed star to goddess, bending our knees. Open the arms up all the way. Spread the fingers wide. The palms are facing away from you in the front of you. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Breathe in. Lift the chest up. Keep the chin level with the earth. Breathe out. Come down. We come down. We're bending our knees out towards our pinky toe. We're bending our knees behind our toes, not over our toes. And we're sliding our back down the wall instead of bending forward. This helps support the back and it helps keep that alignment. It helps make you taller as well. In goddess pose, we breathe out. In 5-pointed star, we breathe in and up. In and out through the nose. Ready? 7 more times. Out. Exhale. In. Inhale. Out. Exhale. Up. Inhale. Now, if those shoulders drop, bring them up level with, if the elbows drop, bring them up level with the shoulders. Good job. Inhale out. Exhale down. Inhale up, out. Exhale down. Inhale up, out. Exhale down. Now the arms are getting tired, but they're also building strength, so keep it up. We got 4 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Breathe in that courage. Breathe in that strength. Last one. Inhale up. Breathe in that stamina. And release. Whoo! Come back together. Washing machine arms. Go ahead and pat the arms up and down. Look what happens. When we pat the arms up and down, we give ourselves a chi opening energy. This chi energy allows the circulatory system to circulate. We're also giving ourselves, metaphorically, a pat on our body. When we pat on our body, it's like we're patting ourselves on the back. We're giving ourselves that self-love. And isn't self-love a wonderful thing? Of course it is. The E in the ingredients of love recipe is embrace. When we embrace each other, we feel really good, don't we? Well, what about if we embrace ourselves? So let's go ahead and try it. Let's take our left hand, place it on our right shoulder, right hand on our left shoulder. The pose is this. We're breathing up, lifting up. We're breathing down, bending down, just hunching over a little bit, getting that cat-cow opening with the spine. Breathe up. Breathe out. Embrace the love inside of us. Bow our head, chin into the chest. Breathe up, lift the chin. We're embracing the changes in life. Squeeze the abdominal in on the outward breath. Inhale up. We're embracing the love we're finding within ourselves little bit by little bit. Inhale up. Exhale down. Squeezing the abdominal helps support the lower back. And then slowly come up and let go of the arms. Other side, right hand on left shoulder, left hand on right shoulder. Kind of crossing it underneath again. Breathing in, lifting up. Feel that wonderful opening and stretch. Chin to the sky, or keep the chin towards the earth. And exhale, come down. Hunch the back over just a little bit, but notice we're squeezing in the thighs, we're squeezing in the belly. We don't want that cranky back feeling. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, down. We're bringing our chin into the chest to open up that tightness in back of the neck. Breathe in, up. Breathe out, down. We're embracing the love within ourselves. Give ourselves a good hug. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more big, strong inhale, big hug. Give ourselves a big squeeze. On the exhale breath, exhale down, bend over. Squeeze those abs in, squeeze those thighs in. Let the breath all the way out and hold the breath for 3, 2, 1. Release the arms and slowly come up. Woo, shake out the legs. Anytime we engage our thighs, we're strengthening our thighs, yes, but then we have that little bit of tightness we want to loosen up. So be willing to just work with what your body is used to or your body needs. In balancing poses, we have special spices we want to put into our recipe before we bake it, okay? And that special spice in this Warrior 3 pose, we're going to do a baby Warrior 3, so just an introduction Warrior 3 pose. The special spice is to respect ourselves. We cannot love ourselves before we need to respect ourselves. And what happens when we respect ourselves? Others start to respect us. Standing in a mountain pose with the feet just about 2 inches apart. Hands to heart. Take the left leg and bring it back. Now we're going to share with you a couple of variations. The left foot can be up on the tippy toes, or they can be all 4 corners behind you, okay? If they're all 4 corners behind you and the foot is down, then you have a little bit more stability. You see where you want to go with this. Reach forward with the hands like we had them clasped before. Your gazing point, that Tritaka, remember I told you that gazing point of balance, is going to be right down in the right foot. Now this is the baby pose here. We're just going to stay here for 8 breaths. This is going to be a strength building pose. So you can come up on the toes, or if you're a little bit familiar with yoga and you want to be a little bit more than a novice, you can go ahead and bring up that left leg. But for now, we're just going to stay in a little baby pose position. We have 6 more breaths. Yep, it's stretching. Squeeze in the thigh. Squeeze in the back thigh as well. When we squeeze in both thighs, then our body starts to balance out, so it's not so much on the right leg. 4 more breaths. Two more breaths. One more breath. Slowly come out, bring the arms down, straighten out the leg, bring the legs together, shake out the legs. Yes. When we start any type of new exercise, no matter how gentle, especially in yoga, you want to feed your muscles water. If you're not used to drinking water and you start off with any type of exercise, we're reminding you about a water. And we're going to share with you real quick a water recipe we're going to leave down below in the information. And that is 64 ounces of water, 3 tablespoons of local honey, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lemon juice. If you have to get the bottle, get the bottle. But what this is a natural Gatorade. You know how Gatorade has all that salt and sugar in it? This does not. It's a wonderful recipe. Strengthen the left thigh. Bring back the right foot. So remember what we said, you can have all four corners behind you, or you can come up on the tippy toes of the back foot. Reach forward with both hands. Head down so both ears are in between the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. You're looking down at your toes. You're squeezing in both thighs, because by squeezing in that right thigh, it balances out all the weight that's on your front thigh. Now, if this is too much for your body, you can always straighten up that left leg a little bit. Find out which position is best for you. Again, we're doing a baby warrior 3 balancing pose. We have 4 more breaths to go. Inhale, exhale. Bring that smile to the face, because you're going to feel great after this. Inhale, out. Fill up the oxygen in the body all the way. Breathe out, in and out through the nose. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, come out of the pose nice and slowly. Come up. We don't want to get any wobbliness. Bring the feet back together. Whoo! Shake it out. Yes, that energy, that special spice of respecting yourself builds strength in the body. Builds valiant in our bodies. Left leg all the way wide. Right leg all the way wide. As much as you can open them up. When we come down, a couple of different variations. We can come down with hands on our thighs. We're going to keep from keeping our hands on our knees, because we don't want to compromise any hyperextension. We want to keep it on the thighs or all the way forward. Breathe in. Lift the hands. Clasp them like we did before. Last 3 fingers, pointy finger, thumbs crossed over. Inhale, strong. Feel that glorious stretch in the body, arms to ears. Oh, yes. Exhale. Open up the palms, but keep the thumbs intertwined together, like we're opening up that book, A Recipe for Love. Slowly come all the way down, or to the thighs like we showed you before. Exhale the breath out. In this special spice ingredient in this wide leg forward bend is an emotional release. Anytime we do a forward bend, we're releasing anxiety in the body. So think of all those times that you had that built up anger, whether it was 5 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, a day, or whatever. And just let it go. Fill up the body like we're filling up a big red balloon. And we want that red balloon to expand all the way. So we're taking the breath nice and slow. And we're exhaling the breath nice and slow. As we're inhaling and exhaling 6 more breaths, notice how the body is opening up and stretching behind the legs. There's a nice stretching sensation. You can come forward a little bit on the elbows, on the hands, and feel a deeper sensation of stretching. Let the head dangle. No tightness in the neck. 3 more breaths. Breathing in, 2, 3. Breathing out, bending forward a little bit more down. Breathing in, 2, 3. Breathing out, bending a little bit more forward. Now slowly come up, just extending the arms. We're still going to be in a forward bend. Take the right hand, place it in the middle, in between the legs. Take the left hand, let's twist the body. Let's get into a nice twist. A couple of variations. If you need to bend those legs and it's just too much tightness in your legs, then go ahead and do that. If you need to have the left hand behind you on the lower lumbar area, the tailbone area, then go ahead and do that as well. If you can, extend the arm out as much as possible Open it up nice and wide and feel that extension. It's still going to feel tightness in the shoulder, but guess what? That tightness is telling you that your body needs to open up. Now, what happens when our body opens up? Our mind opens up. Our spirit opens up. In this twisting pose, the special spice ingredient is to cherish your body. Let the head drop. Keep the arm up. We have 4 more breaths with the arm. Yes, the arm is getting a little tired, but remember what we mentioned before. When you build strength in your muscles, you build density. When you build density in the muscles and ligaments, you build strong mind and body. You prevent your body from having any easy breakage, and you open your body up through breath to allow good things to come into your life. Exhale the arm all the way down. Replace the left hand in the middle with the right and open up the right hand. So we're twisting our body in the wide leg forward bend, opening it up. If you have to do this with your leg, grab the right leg and open it up like that. You can still have your right hand on the lower back. You decide where your pose needs to be. But if you can do this extension, hyperextend and straighten out the left arm and straighten out the right arm as much as possible. Remember, find a happy medium with you. You don't have to be doing stretches like the yoga teachers that's been doing it for a number of years. Let the head dangle. Let it drop. We have 4 more breaths. Fill up the body all the way with breath. When we fill up the body all the way, that right arm is coming back as much as possible, and the body is bending forward. 2 more breaths. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. Exhale, release that special ingredient of cherishing the body. The right arm comes all the way down. Okay, keep in the forward bend. The next pose is wide leg side angle. Bending the left knee. Placing the left forearm on the left knee. Now, you would think most of your weight is coming in this area, right? Squeeze in the right thigh. When we push the hips forward, we start to straighten out and balance our body in alignment so we don't feel like we're falling forward, we're realigning our body. If you need to straighten out your knee, straighten out your knee. Honor your body where it's at. Open up the right arm and cross it over across the right ear. Let the left ear drop into your left shoulder. When you push your hips to the side, you're feeling that little bit more of a balance on the right side instead of all your strength and all your weight coming on the left side. 4 more breaths. We're doing really good. Now wide leg forward, wide leg side bend. Special spice ingredient is to give tender loving care to our body. Very much like cherishing it. We're just giving that little spice. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, slowly come down. Straighten out the left leg. Bend the right leg. Right forearm on left. Stretch the body across. Cherish the body. Give that body that tender loving care. That special spice. Push the hips forward. So we're straightening out and we're giving a little bit less weight on the right side. Right ear into right shoulder, drop it down. Left arm comes across that body, so instead of the left arm being forward, it's coming back and up. Keep in alignment, nice straight line. So if we would come to the side of you, you would have that nice straight line. As much as possible to first start off. You can always come back to these videos and realign yourself when you get used to doing the poses. We will talk you through the poses to make sure your posture is at the optimum point where we need to be. One more breath. Reach. Exhale. Slowly come down. We're going to come to 5-pointed star. Bend both legs. Open it up. Squeeze abdominal in. Come open to 5-pointed star. Open it up nice and wide. Slowly bend forward again. We're coming all the way to the ground. We're walking our hands forward. We're walking our feet back. And now we're in a down dog position. We want the heels to be above the surface, because when we push back in down dog, spread the fingers wide, press the fingers into the earth, into the floor. That alleviates some of the pressure on the wrists. Bring the head down and push back. Feel that lovely opening. 2 more breaths. Fill up the body. Exhale. Next time we exhale, we push back. We open up that tightness in our legs and our lower back a little bit more. 1 more breath in. Exhale it out. Both knees come down. And this is where we find a comfortable seated position. Now, our position right now is in windshield wiper seated position. Another seated position could be you can take a pillow. You can sit on the pillow and you can cross your legs. So if you're more comfortable with that. Another seated position that we like to take is in hero's pose. Now this is excruciating to some bodies. It used to be excruciating to our pose. But we particular want, meaning myself, want to take this pose for my body right now because I need to stretch out my thighs and my knees and my ankles. I might not be able to stay in this position for a while, but I want to start out this way because I need that openness in my body, because I like to walk a lot and I don't want all of a sudden to come across something and then I twist and then my muscles aren't protecting my bones enough. So that's why we do preventative medicine. Oh, excuse me, I can't say the M word. Preventative from anything. So those were the special spices that we put into our ingredients, and we're almost ready to bake, but we have 3 more facial poses, yoga poses to do. And these 3 more facial yoga poses is a international spice that we had to get internationally. We couldn't get it locally, so we had to kind of send away for it. And this international spice helps mix the other ingredients that we have in this mixing bowl, and that international spice to mix the respect, to cherish the body, to have that emotional release, to give our tender loving care is passion. Passion in feeling everything that we love about our life. Passion. The first, this is actually the 4th facial yoga pose, and it is called the Big O. It kind of looks like the movie, and I'm dating myself, back in the day, it was called Scream. So your mouth is going, and your eyes are looking up. And you kind of look like a weirdo from a scary movie, yes, but we're not going to look at ourselves. But I'm going to come closer to show you how it's done. See that? Yes. And we're going to hold that pose and breathe. I know this is going to be the hard part. We're going to breathe in and out of our nose for 33 breaths. Are you ready? Breathe in and out of the nose with the mouth open. It's going to be kind of tricky, but we can do it. Hands on thighs. Look up to the ceiling. In and out through the nose. Rapid accessions of fire breath. Ready? Go. Yes. Now, I'm glad I coughed. The reason for that is to show you that fire breath will do that to you. It'll get rid of any crap, any toxicities that you have in your throat. And guess what happens this time of year? This time of year, we get little colds, we get little sniffles. But right now, all we have to do is fire breath, and there's a few other pranayama breaths that help get rid of. Lion's breath is another one that helps get rid of the colds. So that is one pose that we have in our passion mixture. The next one, yoga, facial yoga, is called yummy. And it's just like it sounds. We smile like we're, tasting something yummy inside. Ready? Smile. I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yummy. And stick out your tongue. Their tongue is coming towards the nose. And it's going from side to side. There we go. This is wonderful facial. Alright. Four more. Ooh, that really loosened up the jaw, right? We never realize how much stress we put on our skull. And guess what we're doing right now? We're giving ourselves a mini facial. What happens when we do a positive, personal positive habit for 21 days? We create this habit of taking care of ourselves, of honoring our body, and it's pretty amazing. The last facial yoga massage before we bake the ingredient in our meditation is detox. Are we ready for this one? Place the hands, the fingertips on the shoulders. The tongue comes all the way out, and we fog up the mirror. So we're detoxing our throat. And we're probably going to cough, but we have 5 more breaths. Really bulge those eyes. One more. That'll really clear up the throat lozenges. Yeah. It's really awesome. We normally meditate lying down in our yoga class. Today we're going to meditate in a comfortable seated position. Personally, we place a pillow underneath our spine. What that does is it erects the spine to keep it aligned. Sometimes when it's off the pillow, you tend to hunch over. This way, we're sitting up nice and tall. We're cupping our hands in the middle of our cross leg or our legs being straight, however we're most comfortable. When we close our eyes, we're going to start the baking process of all our spices and ingredients when we mix them, because they're ready to be put in the oven. So close our eyes. Remember what we started off with. What was that first ingredient? It was a positive affirmation. It was an intention that we gave our day. And it was a simple, I love me. I love me. I love me. So anytime the mind tends to want to wander when it's in a meditation, we bring our mind's eye and we repeat it in our mind's eye, I love me. Remember the first ingredient in the recipe for love? It was laughter. Remember a time when you laughed with your friends, you laughed with your family? Remember the time in the beginning of the class when you laughed out loud to yourself? We challenge you in the next 21 days to create a positive habit to get up every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and laugh. Ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ho. He, he, he. Notice how that constricts the abdominals. Ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ho. He, he, he. Notice how the body relaxes after that. Even if you're not feeling particularly funny, but the motion of just laughing creates an endorphin in the body. And what are endorphins in the body? They're happy genes. They're happy hormones. Remember the ingredient of the letter O? Oxygen. Anytime we're in a tense situation, anytime we're in a challenging situation, remember to take that deep breath in right now and breathe out. Did you catch that? Did you catch how the legs relaxed more, how the shoulders relaxed more? Did you feel the feet relaxing, the throat relaxing more? Do you hear that smile in the back of your mind? Remember the next ingredient? Valiant. V for valiant. Valiant means courage. It means being a hero. When was the last time that you had courage? Sometimes we don't appreciate or we don't recognize within ourselves the courage that we have to get up every morning and take care of ourselves, our family. Yes, that's called responsibility, but it's also called courage in taking care of yourself and taking care of your family and taking care of your life. So have the courage to take care of yourself. The E ingredient was embrace yourself. So right now, visualize your loved ones hugging you, your family members. Visualize you hugging them. Now in that same mirror, when you get up in the morning, cross your arms. When you're fixing your face, either shaving or putting on your makeup or brushing your teeth, and afterwards, just give yourself a big hug. And when you give yourself a big hug, breathe in deep and breathe out. Nice, long, and slow. And recognize, be aware of how wonderful you feel. Remember the spices that we used? Those special spices that we used? Respecting yourself. That emotional release. We cherished our body. And we gave tender, loving care to our body. Just by sitting here and following along, doing yoga, we're taking care of our body. Remember that special international ingredient that we use to mix all our ingredients? Passion. The passion to get out there and feel that glorious feeling in the career that you love, in the family that you love. And now we're asking you to feel that passion of love inside your heart. Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Let it all go. Notice how the shoulders and the legs relaxed even more, how the body is comfortable. In the ocean here, we feel a quiet breeze across our bodies, caressing. We're listening to the ocean sounds soothe our body and mind. We're feeling the quiet sensation of our breath, inhaling in and out through our nostril. into our body, detoxifying us, keeping us calm. Take a long, deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly open the eyes. Look around you. Look at the camera. Look around you in the room. Recognize the floor that you're sitting on. Being aware in the now is the special ingredient that we feel in love. Now we're ready to take that recipe out of the oven. Because guess what? It's done. So let's take the recipe out of the oven. If we have our legs crossed, cross our legs the other way. Sometimes that helps with the circulation. If you're comfortable where you're at, then stay where you're at. We close out our special yoga class each week with bandhas. Bandhas are energy locks. So what we just did is we baked this love for ourselves. Now we're able to hold that love to ourselves and recreate it each time by bringing in those bandha locks. Hands on thighs. We're breathing in. We're breathing out. We're bowing forward. Breathe in, come up, chin to the sky. Breathe out, bow forward, in and out through the nose if you can. This time when we come up, bring the chin into the chest, roll the shoulders back, squeeze in the urinary muscle, which is Mula Bandha, the abdominal muscle, which is Uddiyana Bandha. The chin into the chest is Jalandhara Bandha. Together they are held in Mahabandha. And an outward breath retention called Kumbhaka. Breathe out all the air, hold in the bandhas tight, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, release. Let's try that 2 more times so we get used to having those bandha locks so we can open up that love to a family member, to ourselves whenever we need it. Breathe in, breathe out, bow forward. Breathe in, come up, using abdominal strength. Bring the chin to the sky. Stretch that throat chakra, that energy wheel. Exhale, bow forward, out through the nose. Chin into the chest, slowly come up, inhale. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze in urinary muscle, abdominal muscle, chin into the chest. Breathe out all the air and hold for 3. 1, release. Nice, everyone. 1 more. Breathe in. Bring a smile to the face, loosen up the jaw, keep the mouth closed, and bow forward. Breathe out. Breathe in. Slowly come up, chin to the sky. Bring that smile. Breathe out, bow forward. Breathe in, chin to the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Come up. Squeeze in urinary muscle, Mula Bandha, abdominal muscle, Uddiyana Bandha. Jalandhara Bandha is the chin into the chest. Breathe out all the air now. Hold all the muscles. 3. And release. Bring the head to come up. That was very good. We close it out with something that we're going to say to ourselves for 21 days from now on. Remember what we're going to do? We're going to go in front of the mirror. We're going to look in the mirror in the morning. And what are we going to say to ourselves? I love me for 21 days straight. 21 days straight. 21 days straight, you create a positive habit. 21 days, it continues. Yep, We're also going to hug ourselves. So give ourselves a nice big hug. Every morning when we say I love yous, I love me's, we're going to hug ourselves as well. 21 days.
21 days.
When we hug ourselves, we give ourselves a big breath. We can do one breath and do it, but let's try it for 3 to 8 breaths. 3 to 8 breaths every morning for 21 days. Repeat after me. I love me today and tomorrow. From this day forward, but never in sorrow. I love me today and tomorrow. From this day forward, but never in sorrow. Never. I love me today. I love me tomorrow. From this day forward, but never in sorrow. Never in sorrow. Tomorrow, sorrow. Kind of rhymes. Yes, you can always come back to this video. That rhyme will be underneath. We tend to remember more clearly and more kinesthetically. Kinesthetic learning is doing. Yoga is wonderful for kinesthetic learning because we're learning a yoga pose and we're also learning to love ourselves at the same time. Breathe in, breathe out, Om. Om. 2 more times. Om. 1 more time. Om. Bring the hands to heart. Bow the head. Namaste. Woo! Thank you for joining us on Yoga Love Month Recipe for Love. This recipe can be copied from down below. Feel free to do the 21-day challenge, and that is to just love yourself. Thank you for your shares, your likes, your positive comments, and most importantly for clicking that button right down in the corner there and subscribing to our channel, because we're here every week for you, and we're giving you a new yoga class, a new style to show you how loving yourself helps you get more money, helps you get the career you want, helps you feel fantastic and happy in life. Yoga, living life, loving it to the fullest.